Hello fellow pickers, it's great to see you back here at Ella's Ops. We've got tons to show you, but I won't be able to do it in one video, so I will gleefully take you along and show you what we got recently at garage sales and at estate sales and thrift stores. I hope your thrifting summer so far has been very good. We've done super well in terms of volume of stuff and quality of stuff sometimes. It's just going to be a lot of fun to talk about the different facets of picking and what we've picked up and why. So I would like to show you, first of all, one of our recent thrift store finds. These two mugs, I guess, cups, they're ceramic. They've got a little signature, if you will, but I can't make it out. I don't know who made them, but I thought they were awesome because they say moyen café, which means medium coffee, 8 ounce, medium coffee. It looks like a styrofoam mug or styrofoam cup that you would get, you know, out of a vending machine or something. So I thought they were whimsical, a lot of fun, and something that you can't just go pick up at your chain store. So I picked them up. They were 75 cents each. And on that subject, I would like to tell you, I want to encourage you to go out there and pick up some things that aren't signed, that you can't make out the signature, that aren't super old, that you just happen to think, you know, this is charming, it's different. I don't see a lot of these. Something that you have a real feel for. Sometimes I find it's really good to trust your instinct. Really go and do it once in a while when the price is right. You know, I'm talking 50 cents, $1. Even though you might think, yeah, but it's this thing, what am I going to put in the keywords, you know? I sold a mug recently. I didn't sell it for a lot, but I had no hope for it. It was a mug just stamped Japan on the bottom, green, with a cat design that wrapped around the mug. And I just thought it looked iconic, 1960s, very mod. So I thought, I'm gonna pick it up because I think it's whimsical, it's different. I don't see that all the time. I could see that someone into anime, into retro 60s groovy funky things would like this thing, and I'll try it. I sold it the next day. I put it up for $12 and I sold it the next day. I paid 50 cents for it. And that's the sort of thing I'm talking about, because what it does, not only does it get you a sale right away, or, you know, gets you a sale, and it gave me a lot of confidence to sell some other things like that I've picked up and that I thought, I don't know how great this will be. Well, you know, you get a couple sales like that, you try the other ones, you're making profit. So that was a very cool thing. I will also show you some things that just fell in my lap that were a really fun find. A few weekends ago, we had a garage sale at my mom's, so we were selling her stuff and some of our stuff. So we were busy all day, Saturday, Sunday, but down the street, one person was having a garage sale, and I thought, well, why don't we go? We'll just take a few minutes, go there while my mom keeps an eye on the stuff. And my husband and I went there, and I wasn't expecting this, but the lady selling at the garage sale is an antiques dealer. She had some overstock. She didn't know what to do with it. So I started asking her, well, how much for this? You know, I thought, how much for this? And she said, 50 cents. Well, for me, it's really worth it. It's marked Japan. You know, vintage, 30s, 40s, 50s, something like that. At 50 cents, for me, it's really worth it to have a go at this. It's got really bright colors. It's in very good condition. A squirrel, acorns, can be very fall themed. I thought, what else on her table is 50 cents? Well, it turned out this trio was 50 cents. They originally would have been ashtrays, I'm pretty sure, for when you were playing cards. There's nothing special in the back. They're not marked anything. But some of these do well online, on eBay. So that will be a great thing to try. She also had, the first thing actually I picked up and asked how much was this wonderful face, plaster face. It was a wall decoration, basically, just something you would hang on your wall. She was a 30s looking head, and she was plaster or chalkware face, and I just loved the style. She had a chip in her hair. But I thought, you know, this is the kind of thing that you want to bring something special, some atmosphere to a corner near your desk. If you're, you know, maybe someone who collects things from that era, or she had a hat on, you know, a seamstress, someone who collects things that have to do with hats or fashion, whatever. And she's kind of spooky. She was very well drawn. So anyways, again, I thought, how much? And she said, 50 cents. And I thought, that's perfect. It's exactly the kind of thing I like to go out on a limb a little bit and just put that up, see what it makes. I sold her a few days after putting her up for $25. And yay, that's awesome. This is what is fun about this business sometimes, as you know. So, said lady also had some jewelry that she had bought. I will remove this doll that I will tell you about afterwards. Old new store stock Milady rhinestone necklace. I'd never seen old new store stock that no one's ever worn. It's joyful. These that are marked Continental for the set, the brooch and the clip earrings. This is a coral, Aurora Borealis. In your description, in your title, you can write AB. Very often people will list it as that, AB for Aurora Borealis. In blue. Such great condition, nothing is missing. So coral. This isn't signed, but I loved the design, and it's all this beautiful amethyst purple color. These earrings are signed Triad and go with this brooch. She had another necklace, I believe. She also sold me this bracelet and these earrings, and they have little flecks of gold in them, and you can refer to that as confetti. If they have flecks, they're in early plastic or lucite, and they have flecks of colors or gold or confetti. So this is all vintage stuff. Basically, she let me have all this jewelry. Actually, $5 a piece. This was $5. This was $5. This another $5. This another $5. This $2 for this set. This was $5. I was jubilant just walking down the street. I'm just picking up stuff with both my hands. It's just like it was like a party. So that was amazing. This, on the other hand, is a thrift store find. It's an owl on a chain. The chain's a little bit corroded. And, you know, I've just disclosed that. And it's also a magnifying glass, but it is plastic as far as I can tell. Still magnifies quite well. From that same lady, we also picked up another set of ashtrays with a card theme for 50 cents for the set. I'm pretty confident about that as well. On another set of garage sales completely, we found some good cosmetics. We bought from this lady who, you know, probably her brother was a representative, from what I understand, for this company, this Arbonne company, and picked up some bronzers, 7 of them, plus this face powder and some lotions. Everything is gone except for the face powder that we have not listed yet, and they went for about $20 to $28 each. That's another thing to look into. I love buying cosmetics when it's new. You know, they were all new in the box. This is like, you know, a compact in its little box. Those can be great things to look into. I mean, let's face it, I love selling vintage. What I love to sell: costume jewelry, vintage toys, beautiful, decorative, unusual vintage things. Do I find them every weekend? No. Sometimes I don't find them every month. But if I want to make some bit of extra money and also try different things, because then something else can become fun and interesting, well, I try and pick up what's there on the day. That's what we call it. When we've had a day where, you know, we haven't found anything outrageously vintage and kind of retro or antique or anything, we just say, hey, but we bought what was there today, you know. And sometimes it's electronics, sometimes it's makeup, sometimes it's more modern jewelry, or sometimes it's perfume, sometimes it's Legos, you know, and that can be interesting too. And somebody out there will really appreciate that you found it. So I'm always up for that. This is something that I had sworn I would never pick up again, because I had bought a Vera Bradley and it took me months to sell it. And I thought, what is the point? But I found this one, and here we are. It's Vera Bradley, and it's in good condition, and, you know, nice pattern, nice size. I thought for $3 we'll try it. I had some good luck with a Vera Bradley, a new with tags Vera Bradley wallet recently that I sold for about $30. So I thought, well, okay, maybe it's not all bad. My husband got a Sony Walkman. Yellow Sony stuff works very well. If you see it for cheap, pick it up. I would recommend it. They do very, very well. I think he bought it for $7. You can get maybe $20 or $25 out of this. Yes, next, my friend. So I'm looking at this thinking, this looks kind of in the same vein as American Girl dolls. We rarely see anything like that in Quebec, in Canada. I've never run across an American Girl doll. So, but this is not the case. However, she's a Pottery Barn kids doll. And they go sometimes for maybe, you know, we're talking probably between 25 to 40. She was $4 at the thrift shop. So I thought I'd take a swing at this. She seems to have pink eye though. If anyone knows a good way to get rid of what's going on here for her with her eyes, please let me know. We'll see how she does. I would like to introduce you one of our very fun finds last weekend when we went to garage sales. There really wasn't much. There were tons of garage sales, nothing to buy. So when I saw this, that's one of the first things I saw in the morning. I thought, how wonderfully decayed and beautiful and slightly spooky and everything. She has a little bit of damage, but she's for the most part very beautiful, in very good condition, and she's really heavy. She's got, you know, her hair flowing down to her shoulders at the back of the bonnet imitates lace. I just love her, and she was $10. I know she's gonna be heavy to ship, but she was $10. I absolutely could not pass that off. No, like if I have to keep it, I will, but I don't think I'll need to. I think I'll be able to sell innocence. We went and found pasta maker. My husband came across this and he had the very good idea of picking it up. It was $10. It's new in the box. They go sometimes for somewhere around 40, maybe a little more, you know, somewhere around that. That's a great thing to, you know, it's not very hard to list. You take a few pictures, everything is there, voila. And my husband also rescued this wonderful lampshade, glass lampshade. You would call that slag glass, that type of striated glass, sort of stained glass. And this was another fortunate event where we got to the garage sale and the woman was saying, everything's $1, everything's $1. So we got the lampshade for $1, which made us very happy. I don't know if that will be tons of money. It's recent, you know, it's not antique, but it was fun. And I believe that's a wrap for today. We will be making more videos. We hope you've enjoyed this one and that your sales are great and that you're having lots of fun picking, and we'll see you soon.